Giles, what are we doing today?
We are talking about your run-ins with the law.
Oh God, the cherries and blueberries.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
the 5-0.
We've all been there, all right? Whether we want to admit it or not, we've all had run-ins with the law.
I've got pulled over a lot, but I've never been cuffed, so.
Cause the buster kept me out of handcuffs.
That is true. All right, before we go ahead and get into this, if you haven't been made aware, we got our Fitment Hub group on Facebook as well as our Reddit page.
Yes,
Go
sir.
sub to our Reddit page. We're posting stuff on there all the time for this kind of stuff now. We want to hear your guys' stories about your cars and what's happened to your cars and what happened to you. And, you know, we want to hear it and we want to talk about it. We want to maybe laugh at you a little bit and poke some fun at you. But other than that, don't forget, wheelstarspecialfitmentindustries.com. Anything else?
Let's get into this.
Alrighty. So we posted on Fitment Hub. We want to hear your guys' stories of getting pulled over or whatever it might be. And Dale, come right out of the gate, says, at 18, I was working at McDonald's and they ran out of soap.
They run out of everything at McDonald's.
Ice cream.
Ice cream machines
soap.
broken. All the time I'll go out there like, we're not accepting cash right now. Okay, thank you. I guess I just won't.
So anyway, I had to run to another location for soap, as you do. On my way back, my ball joint broke and the cop showed up and arrested me. What? This story's all over the place, Dale. Come to find out, I had a warrant for my arrest when I was 14 driving without a license.
That was the... Wait. So while you're working at McDonald's, damn, that's just a bad day.
That is a day. Working at McDonald's, ran out of soap, had to go get more soap. Ball joint broke. That's never. You ever had a ball joint fail on you?
No.
It's horrible.
No.
It is terrifying. I thought I had one fail on my Eclipse, and the whole thing just went.
Damn.
Like the strut.
I've never had that happen.
I thought the strut.
I can
tower just
imagine.
let go, but yeah. Come to find out, I had a warrant from when I was 14, driving without a license. Well, they got you.
Wasn't
Sooner
even
or
willing
later.
to cut you some slack, just like, all right.
Like, I know you're having a bad day.
Clock out and let's go to the brink.
Did they get their soap?
Sorry to hear that, Dale.
Yeah, the soap.
I'm guessing soap didn't happen.
All right,
He didn't make a clean getaway. All right. I'm sorry.
That's good. All right, Mike's got a story for us. Says during a road rally, I was doing 85 and a 55.
Mike, that's against the law, Mike.
You just exposed yourself. All of a sudden, I see a cop sitting at the end of a driveway. He lights me up before I was even passing him. I immediately pull over thinking, well, we had a good run, you know?
Yep.
As I come to a stop, I look in my rearview mirror and see that he didn't even pull out and turn his lights back off. I slowly pulled away and he never came after me. Ended up winning the rally that year.
That's crazy that he won the rally because he could have lost it all.
Yeah, that would have been it. That would have been it. That would have been over.
I have a kind of a similar story. There's an officer, and like everyone's on the highway is speeding. It's just kind of how you do it, especially on the busiest highway. And he pulls over one person right in front of me, so I was like, oh damn, slam on my brakes, right, and going by. And then there's two of us, and we got over in the other lane to go around. And the cop runs out of his car and runs into traffic. And he's going like this, like stop, like pull over, pull over. Yeah.
Okay.
So then the guy in front of me pulls over and gets behind the other car. And then I was just like, and he was just like running, trying to point at the other guy, not letting the other guy go. And like, so then I just kept going because I didn't know. I don't know how you pull over 3 people at once. I could have a warrant for my arrest. I might get arrested if I go get soap. Right. So
yeah, there you go. We got a story about this. Probably, I think it was the same year, same rally that Mike's talking about. We were coming through Iowa. I was doing the rally too, and like we were coming over like I thought we were in the middle of like nowhere. Like you're in Iowa, like there's just like going through like these hills. All of a sudden, like we're just coming up this hill and we're doing a good amount of speed, and like I just like at the crest of the hill, I just like meet a cop like heading the other way, and like I was like, oh. Like my co-pilot looks at me, he's like, well, you're like, you are so and instantly like saw the brake lights go on, the lights when I was like, oh no. And like on the bottom of the hill was like a small town. So like we literally were coming into a town. I had no idea. It went from like 55 to like a 25. So like, I'm like, I am so screwed. So like we're coming down this hill and like he went over the other side. So I'm like waiting for him. And I'm like, he's not coming back over.
Rip.
So like kept just kind of going and going and going, and all of a sudden like way back there he'd come over and like he was going like super slow, and I was like,
so was he just like screw
it?
Or
yeah,
what?
and then the lights went off and we just like kind of cut through the town, went through the other side and back on the rally, but we're like, I feel like I'm gonna get in a lot of trouble.
Maybe he was just like, I scared him good enough. That guy pants.
Yeah, it was weird. Aaron So photo not related to the story, but about 15 years ago, group friends and I, all in bagged mini trucks, were cruising south on Route 41 through Dodge County, Wisconsin. We were all stopped by the county police department. They were waiting for us on an entrance ramp. One cop pulled out in front. The other one waited till we passed. They stopped us very strategically. Then they simply let us out of town and told us not to come back through Dodge County.
Wow.
So in short story, police escort the out of Dodge. And then we got a photo actually
of the 4-door Blazer.
Damn.
Riding dirty.
I think he said he still has it too.
Yeah.
So that's super neat.
Hell yeah. No big trucks, cops say.
Was doing 90 plus on the highway and the speed suddenly dropped to 75 to a 60 and there was a state trooper right behind an underpass pillar. They didn't even need to light me up, just pulled over and accepted my fate. Sometimes, you know.
He just pulled over without the cops putting his light on, just like, oh, That's so funny to me. I don't know why.
Oh my god.
State troopers can
Yeah, they're the ones you gotta watch out for.
I know they're doing their job
yeah.
sometimes, but at the same time, like I've gotten pulled over in my Evo 10. In the first words, usually they say, you know what you were doing, or you know why I pulled you over.
Yeah.
No, I rolled down my window. He said, I'm gonna write you a ticket for every thing I can, and then started walking around my vehicle.
Damn.
And then proceeded to peel the tint off my windshield as well. In the same stopping. He got in my car. It was just a weird scenario, which I don't even know if you can do that. But
yeah, that's a little off. All right, so Brittany says, my grandpa had forgotten to put his gas cap back on his truck, and I noticed it when I was outside. I was putting it back on, and an officer pulled in the driveway and accused me of huffing gas.
what?
That
That's so weird. I thought I seen something on TLC about my strange addiction and a lady huffing gas. Maybe it was that lady.
Brittany.
You huffing gas?
When I got my new exhaust, I was constantly doing pulls to hear it, as you do. One day I was at a light with nobody around me, so I decided to floor it. 3 seconds, I looked behind me, being tailgated by a cop. Quickly let out the gas, and then he followed me for about a mile or so. I pulled into a random parking lot. So it's not like he got away with it.
Anticlimactic.
Yeah, I thought there was gonna be more.
Something wild.
All right, well, Fredericks. I don't know if you remember this guy.
Yeah,
he's the guy with that
tractor.
track. Yeah,
yeah,
it's like the hodgepodge,
yes.
like
Hodgepodge.
motorcycle engine thing.
Yeah.
When I was 16, I was cruising around in my A-Tractor, the very custom Volvo. So if you guys, former episode of this, we talked about that. Go check that out.
It's super cool.
Drove up a straight next to a parking lot where people are usually hanging out. It was doing about 25 miles an hour, meaning faster than he can legally go in that vehicle. Suddenly, a police car slowly drives out from the parking lot. I panic, slam on the brakes, and literally slide in front of the police with locked wheels, doing faster than they go. Going 25 miles an hour, I have to slam on the brakes.
Going sickle mode.
So fast. I obviously got terrified, accepted my fate. Luckily, they just turned around and went the other way. Good note is that the police tend to try to get A-Tractors for anything they can in terms of legality. I would imagine, because it's like already like so like
they do seem a little sketchy. Yeah.
like I would imagine that, they're not really about all those. Wesley says, got pulled over. Actually, you want to read this one?
Yeah, let me read. I'm good at reading. I've been reading my whole life.
You're a good reader.
Oh, there's a video here too.
Yeah.
All right. Wesley says, I got pulled over this year for loud exhaust on my Z32. The officer asked me if it was an aftermarket and stated it was illegal, and he heard me coming on the on-ramp. Funny thing is, I saw him when I was coming on, so I was babying it at like 3,000 RPM. I tried to play it off with the, oh no, I bought it like this, forgetting my plate is Noisy Z. Anyway, I got off with a warning, but he told me I should get a stock exhaust.
You know how many times I was like, I'll put a stock exhaust back on to a police officer, and then I've never put a stock exhaust
Yeah, and I think they know.
Oh, they know. They're like, all right.
I want to hear this. Noisy Z.
There it is.
I don't know. It just, I
bought it.
thought it was stock. I didn't.
Your car's a little loud. Do you know anything about that? No, I have no idea.
That's hilarious.
That's awesome.
Wisconsin represent.
Oh, was it really?
Yeah.
Damn.
Didn't it say America's Dairyland?
Probably.
Because it is America's Dairyland. Abdullah says 8 people in a Mustang GT, and it was the owner's friend driving. That's so many people in a Mustang. Why are you doing that?
How did you do that? What the hell?
I like that one. Just short.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Andy says, had a 17 Volkswagen GTI with a G-force monitor.
Okay, I don't know.
Made sure there was no one in sight in any direction. Then I sent it side to side, switching lanes, pushing the G's to the max. Made a left turn shortly after and pulled straight up to my friend's house. The friend whose house it was in my passenger seat, so it was him and his buddy. By the time I got out of the car, a police officer was pulling in aggressively behind me. He got out, drew his gun, and asked me why I was driving that way. He 100% thought the dude in the passenger seat was beating me up while I was trying to drive. Got a reckless driving ticket and
Oh, Andy, I'm sorry, but that sounds pretty. But what do you mean you were trying to see the Jeep? Like I just imagine just like
imagine like those Arab like drifting videos. Yeah, just like side to side. If I was an officer and I saw that, I'd probably pull that person over too. I don't know what is going on.
Jeez, that's rowdy.
I don't really have anything like super crazy. I think like
I don't have anything crazy, but I have been pulled over a lot.
Yeah, I've to be honest, knock on wood, somewhere it's not wood. I don't got wood, but I've never gotten a ticket though.
You've never gotten a ticket? What a little goody two shoes.
I've always
honestly.
The next day.
I've always worked my way out.
I've only gotten one speeding ticket. I've gotten countless warnings.
Yeah, a lot of warnings.
Usually
for just modifications and it's always the exhaust. It's always the exhaust.
Well, if you're not in jail from getting pulled over, you can get wheels, tires, and suspension at fitmentindustries.com. Giles just cursed himself because he said he's never gotten a ticket, so he's gonna get a ticket now right after filming this.
Go join Fitment Hub. Check out our Reddit page. We'll put the links down in the description below. You getting pulled over?
Yeah, comment your cop stories down below. I want to read more of them.
I'm going to a car show, so
it's not gonna work every time.
It's gonna work.